Hello, friends, and welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to talk about G Suite Slides, which is also known as Google Slides. So, as you can see on the screen, here are the list of topics that we are going to cover in this video, and we will be going one by one and step by step. So, let's get started. So, friends, to start with the Google Slides, first you need to be logged in with your Google account, and from there, you are you are supposed to click on this Google Apps menu option, and from there you click on Google Slides. As soon as you click on Google Slides, here is the main of here is the main page of Google Slides. From here you can create new Google Slides by clicking on this plus sign, or you can choose any of the existing template and play with that. So let's see quickly how to create a new Google Slides and how to modify the templates. Let's click on the plus sign, and here we go. Here is here is your first new slide, and you can name it. You can name it like this, or any relevant name that you wish to. And here you can see you have a slide format to type your title, subtitle, and other stuff. Here in the theme option, you have multiple themes available here. If you want to choose any of the theme, you can go ahead and choose them and play around them. So for example, let's say I'm changing this by default theme to something else which is better than that one. Yeah, this is something I like, and I can here go ahead and say my first project. Stay safe. All right, so you can see this is so cool, and this is really easy to you change your theme if you need to. You can in fact go ahead and change the background of the slides, like colors and everything. So like this is so easy to do that, and so cool to play with. Right, now let's see guys how we can use the existing template, and how that works. Now let's see guys how you can play around transition. So if you want to change the transition effect, as of now there is no transition effect. If you want to change the transition effect, you can change it, and you can apply to all slides. If you want to see how it appears after applying this slide transition, you can click on this play button and see how it appears. All right, if you want to, let's say, insert kind of images and videos and audios and kind of stuff, you can go in the insert menu option, and from there you have options to insert images, and you can select image to be inserted from your computer, your web drive, photos, url, camera, etc. Anything. So in my case, I'm going to upload the image from my computer, and here we are. So you can see I have imported, I have inserted one of my image that I wanted to, and here is the image now. If you want to insert other stuff like audio, video, anything, you can go ahead and click any of click on any of these options, and you can insert those stuff. If you want to insert text box, if you want to insert tables like some rows and column, you can go ahead and do that. All right, now let's see how can we use existing templates. So guys, as soon as you are on the main page of Google Slides, from here you have options to use existing template provided by the Google. All right, so for example, I'm just going to take one which is status report. So as you can see, we are now on the template that we selected, which was status report. Okay, so here guys, you have options to just change the project status report, project name, and you can fill in your name, and then you can just play around the text which are there in the slide. And as you already know, these texts are just sample text, and if you're going to use this and if you're going to use this template for your own project, then you would require to change the all the contents uh, of this slide. So let's do that. For the first page, I'm just naming this project to my first project, and here you can fill in your name, and accordingly you can go ahead and modify all the contents of these slides. All right, this is how guys you use the existing template from the Google Slides. Now let's see how can you send this complete Google slide as an email attachment. For that, you just need to click on the file menu option, and from there you can select email as an attachment. As soon as you click on email as an attachment, this small window will appear. From here, you can change the attachment type that you want to be sent. So here you can select PDF or Microsoft PowerPoint or plain text. You can choose any of them, and you can type the recipient address, type the subject line and some content in the body, and you can say send. Now this complete slide has been sent you know via email as an attachment, and the form is PDF as you can see here. So let's open it up and see how it appears. And here we are. You can see the whole the presentation file is now converted to PDF and automatically, and it's there in test.user2 mailbox, and all the contents that we modified there, it's there in the slide. All right, now let's say if you want to create a copy of this slide, how can you do that? For that, you just need to go in the file menu option, and from there you have option to make a copy, right? So from here guys, you would be having two options. Either you want to make a copy of entire presentation, or you want to copy of a selected slide. So of course we are going to make a copy of entire presentation. So let's select this and see how it appears. Here we are going to just leave the default name and saying okay, and here we go. So you can see creating copy of the existing slide is also so easy and really handy. For example, let's say if you don't want to work on the original presentation file, and you want to play around settings, designs, contents, and your kind of test research and development or anything like that. So you can just make a copy of the existing slide and you can work on that. And guys, this is really cool that you have option to present this Google slide online. So as you can see here, the present button, as soon as you click on the present button, this slide is going to be presented, right? Like this, as you can see. This is how you can present this slide online on, and all your participants will be able to see your slides. Even if you are on some, let's say if even if you are connected with the participants with some other medium, maybe Google Hangouts or Google Meets, so you can always share your screen with them and you can present the slides. So as you can see here, this is how you present the slide. And here one of the cool option I can see is question and answer. So open audience, open, you can say this is kind of hosting question and answer session once you're done with the slides. So see how you can do that. Just let's click on question and answer icon here, and as soon as you click in, this small pop-up window will appear, and it's asking that present or not. So we are just going to say that okay, start new, and here we go. Now you can see guys, on your main presentation file, there is a URL being highlighted that ask a question at slides dot this URL something. A URL is being highlighted that you can just ask a question at this URL, right? And this is also there in your chat box that you have just initiated about hosting the question answers. So just let's go ahead and click on this URL. So as you can see now, we are on Q&A page of the Google slide that is being presented by test.user1. So let's go ahead and ask a question here. Hi, can you explain the plan of Q4 and submit? So as a user, we have just submitted a question. Now let's see how it appears for the person who is hosting this question and answer session. All right. So for the host, it appears like this. And host is having option to either present this question on the slide page or just leave it. So I'm just going to present this question. And as soon as I click on present, now you can see that the slide that we were presenting on this slide page, that question is appearing here, and it is also highlighting that test.user2 has asked this question. You also have option to ask you also have options to ask question as anonymous user, and for that, let's say if you are asking a question here, hi, you can select this anonymous option and submit it. So for the host, it will appear like, okay, the anonymous user has asked this question. Let's present it or not. So, so as soon as host presented the question will be highlighted on the projection page where you're presenting your slide. So it's really cool, guys. You can utilize this online tool of Google Slide, and this is really great. Guys, do you know in Google Slides also you have voice typing option, but for that you just need to have Google Chrome. Voice typing will not be available on any other browser. So let's go ahead and see how voice typing works in Google Slides. So let's click on Tools menu, and from there you have option here to select voice type as voice type speaker notes. So let's click on it, and as soon as we clicked on that, now here we have the voice typing icon. And here it is asking that, okay, click to speak. I'm just going to click here to speak some text. Hey, this project status report appears to be great. Full stop. Can you see this guy? It's so easy, right? You just typed this whole sentence using voice typing, right? It's so cool. So for being very much familiar with the voice typing, you need to do your hands dirty, and you need to explore a little bit about this. And once you are well versed with the voice typing, trust me, it's going to be really helpful. Friends, there could be some situation where you don't want to create the slide alone. Instead, you want to have some collaboration from your colleagues as well on the Google slide and want their input. So what should we do in that case? No, 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 don't think like that. We are not going to download this whole slide and we are not going to share this as an email attachment, right? For that, you just have this sharing button. Just click on share option here, and here you can invite the collaborators. Even if you want to have some shareable links and you want to share it through email, you can do that by clicking here on the shareable link, and a link will be generated. You can copy this link here and you can send it through email as well, through chat as well, whatsoever you feel is better. But the best option is that you just select the collaborator's email ID here, you define the permission, and you send the document from here. Now, if they want to collaborate on this document, they can straight away go ahead and collaborate on it. For example, let's say this status report first project title is there and test user 2 wants to modify it. So it's not required that you send this complete project report to him and he modified and then send it back. You know, It is just simple that once you shared this complete report with the test.user2, test.user2 will have this status report invitation to edit email and just need to open this slide. So as soon as test.user2 opens the slide, you can see the same chat box is now created automatically. You can collaborate on chat, you can have the conversation there about the slides design and everything that you wish to, and you have options to kind of modify, of course. So I'm going to modify this content from test.user2 account, and you can see that the same, it will now be reflected for test.user2 as well. Here you may think that why this line is there now for this Mila Education's your name subtitle. So for that, guys, if you'll just click on this, you can just see test.user1 being highlighted, means test.user1 is working on this content, right? And let's say on test.user2, it is saying that, hey, test.user1 is also working on the same content. See, because test.user1 has also selected this content and test.user2 has also selected this content. Now friends, if you want to move this slide to any specific folder that you have created, you need to click on this move folder icon, and from here you can select the folder this complete project to be transferred in. Select any other folder and say move, and you are done. If you want to mark this project file as a star file, you can just go ahead and mark it as a star. You have also options to kind of control the version history of the slides. You can just go in the file menu option, and from there you can click on version history. From here you can either have your own named version, or you can see the version history which are created by the system automatically. And if you want to kind of create any copy from the existing version, for example, let's say if you realized, okay, this was the original file state and I want to create a copy from there, so you can just click on this 3 star and you can make a copy from the restore point. Similarly, if you want to kind of name this version to something custom that may be more familiar for you and that may be more relevant for you, you can just click on the 3 dots and you can click on the and you can just click on the 3 dots and you can click on the name this version option and you can name it. Original state. So as you can see, guys, this is so easy to manage. This is so easy to handle, and this is really cool. Almost it gives you all kind of visibility, and it's really cool. You can play around the options, the restore points, the other slides option which are available here, and you can work on that. As you can see, Google Slide is really feature rich. Just need to explore it a little bit to be more familiar with this. Once you're familiar with the Google Slides, it's going to make your life easy. Right, guys? So this was all about Google Slides. See you in the next video. So friends, hope this was informative for you and you enjoyed watching this tutorial. Please write down in the comment box if you have any questions, suggestion or new content request. And please don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video to help us and help others. See you again in the next video. Till the time, happy learning.